Hello and welcome to PBM Investments Podcast. Today we're going to look at some of the news that has taken shape over the course of today's stock market and market business news. Firstly, the rundown of the markets and how they closed. The FTSE 100 closed 51 points down. The French market closed 17.06 points up. We also had the Dow Jones. They actually had a record gain, throughout the gains today of 559 points, continuing its rally that it had just before Easter. SoftBank faces a 12.5 billion loss as Vision Fund has actually posted or is about to post losses. This is because mainly they own the office sharing group WeWork and OneWeb, which is probably going to see a lot more losses during this coronavirus because no one's sharing office space, no one's going and meeting people for offices. It's all done remotely, and they purchased it for quite a bit of money earlier on a couple of years ago, and so that's one of the reasons why SoftBank is facing that 12.5 billion loss. Tottenham Hotspur, the football club, has also reversed the decision to furlough a lot of the non-playing staff, the staff in general. This has grown because of ongoing pressure from fans and media that they've posted record profits. I think it was 157 million or 100 odd million just for them getting to the Europa or Champions League final. So it was seen as a bit of a slap in the face that they would then try and furlough a lot of their non-playing staff. So they've overturned the decision, kind of similar to Liverpool Football Club, who did the same thing, announced that they were going to do furlough, but a couple of days later reversed the decision, and rightly so. Finally, oil tumbles 11%. This is on the back of the OPEC's decision to cut production. So even though they've cut production, so this is the amount of barrels that they're making, oil, Saudi Arabia and Russia, there's still a sentiment on the market that things are not as they seem. So as we re-enter normal market conditions after Easter, it'll be interesting to see how people are affected or how the markets react to coronavirus news updates. It's seen that there's a lot of people or investors regaining the market or investing because they believe that most countries are getting a handle on it and that things will start to upturn, and they're looking for bargains as well. Me personally, I still think that it's a case of a false storm. We have no idea when this is going to go back to normal. On Thursday in the UK, there'll be a meeting or just a clarification as to how long we're going to extend the lockdown procedure. So if that continues on for May, you got to imagine there's going to be a lot of businesses that are still taking hits. A lot of these checks that are meant to be coming out in terms of welfare funds for smaller to medium-term businesses, they may be applying for them, but there's no guarantees that they're going to get them in time to keep their cash flow going, because they probably still need to pay rent, they probably still need to keep other things going, bills being paid. So if it continues on in May, which again we'll wait for Thursday's announcements to see if they continue the lockdown, which is likely. And over in America, if they continue their lockdown until a similar sort of time, back end of May, beginning of June, when things start to open up again, expect to see more price downfalls and tumbles. But again, we'll wait and see. And that is it. Until next time, thank you. And remember, there's a story in everything and everyone. And we'll be back tomorrow and see what happens in the markets then. Take care.